Hello everybody, this is Cybertron John, and this is part 3 of the Haslab Omega Prime. This time we're doing Ultra Magnus. So, taking a look up front first, he looks, well, that's the instruction manual. He looks really nice. It's very big, he is heavy, he's got, I mean, between him and Optimus Prime, I'm not pretty sure whether he's got most of the heft. But yeah, you can see I got blue bolts up top there. I love the shiny chrome bumper there. Really nice. So, can roll. Unfortunately, these are not rubber wheels, these are ABS wheels. Now, something that I did forget to show off, which I am going to show off for this video, is yeah, I got loads of bits everywhere, how the road works. So, you do have connectors and adapters so that you can connect the road. So what you can do is you can actually display your vehicles in the car mode here with your two bits of road. So you got that display option, and also you've got the feature here where you can drop these down. You can put vehicles in them, and then this can also drop down so that you can get another vehicle up there. Basically any basically deluxe class figures, pretty much for up there. Basically, but yeah, that is that. So the one thing I'm not going to fast forward is a conversion of blue bolts, because blue bolts is actually one of the newest pieces here. So you can see he is a weapon, and there is so much that you can do. I'm not going to show everything. I'm aware that you can use him to fill out certain hollow spaces, such as in the legs, in the chest and stuff. I mean, there is so much you can do with this guy. I can't simply show all of it. But yeah, conversion, you gotta take these missiles out. I believe they only just worked out that you could actually, there was enough space to pop those on the sprue, so he comes apart like a weaponizer there. And then you undo that, rotate him at the waist, you do that, you then pop that back in like that, bring those like that, bring his feet down, bring our feet down, and then it is arm time. So yeah, I like the fact that they've given little slots so that you can try and get it out with nails, although I have no nails there. And then on the back you've got some slots, and you pop the missiles on the back there. And that is blue bolts in robot mode. And she is really cool. I think it's really cool for a concept toy. And this is totally something that you should have in Haslab. Stuff like this is really what is really good in a Haslab, I think. Being able to do that. But again, I don't think there'd be any reason why you wouldn't be able to find the budget in retail also to be able to do this as well. But, you know, these innovative ideas are stuff that I think is actually worth exploring when it comes to anything that's Haslab crowdfunded related, which is great. You know, it's great. It gives you an extra figure as well, which is awesome, and it's new because it's something that you didn't have with the original either. Just an interesting concept to have. But yeah, I mean, you got the waist, you got hips, you got thigh swivel and whatnot. You even have, you got a bit of ankle tiltage there, not much, but you have a bit. And you know, you got the arms, and they can, you know, the guns can do some spinning and stuff. Yeah, it's just, it's one of those cool things. So we're gonna put her to the side, and we're gonna now convert Magnus. Magnus's transformation is actually more complicated than, and more complex, I would say, than Optimus Prime's is, as you can see whilst I'm trying to convert it. And actually, in certain areas, such as with the backpack, with the V-wings, trying to slide those down, it is so tight. It's an absolute nightmare to do. But yeah, I mean, once you get the hang of it, it is actually pretty simple. It just looks complex because it's messy, and there's so many little bits that have got to be moved. But you know, other than that, it is a fairly easy transformation. Some differences I can say is that I know that the actual waist was connected with the hips on the original, and so you were connecting basically the thighs to the hips to get the legs to plug on. But here you've actually got the entire stomach, waist, and the legs all in one, and so you're basically just sliding them onto the body, which is it's a little different. Again, it's kind of taking that and just polishing it up with some more bells and whistles to the original, basically. But other than that, it remains basically same transformation. So here is Ultra Magnus in robot mode, and I'm gonna pop blue bolts here. So yeah, he is a big boy. I mean, seriously, he is a big boy. Him up here so we can get a close look at that head. He does actually look a bit weird. His head does look weird with that neck and stuff. I like the fact you got the chrome eyes on all of them. I think that's kind of cool. I would have liked them to have done full stamping for that all but some with the gold paint up there. I think that would have been a better choice, but that's alright, what they've done. But yeah, definitely has long shins, did not skip leg day. But yeah, he is, yeah, he's got tight head right there. He is every bit as posable as the original, I think, from the arm perspective. It's every bit as posable as the original from the arm perspective, but when it comes to legs, he's got fairly similar with his leg articulation there, but he just has the ankle rocking there on his legs that gives him that little bit more. Gives him that little bit more that he can do. No waist swivel just due to how he is engineered, but that is basically that. You can take blue bolts back to the weaponizer weapon mode, and he can hold them on his he can hold it on his forearms, and he can do the whole big gun in front there as well. Yeah. And as I said, you can use bits of him to fill in the voids in his robot mode. So you take the chest of blue bolts, pop it in there. Also, this is where his matrix lies as well, which I think, no, it's not as easy to remove, unfortunately. But yeah, you can also pop him in the backs of legs here and stuff. So yeah, there is plenty of spaces that he can fill Magnus up just to not be so hollow looking, if that's what you want to use blue bolts for, instead of being a dedicated independent robot, really. But But yeah, comparison wise, again, I'm gonna bring out our Botcon Dragon Megatron here, and you can see he just gets dwarfed by Magnus right now. Yeah. And because I showed him in the last video, here is Omega Prime with Magnus, and you can see that they're basically the same size, more or less. They are pretty much the same size. And you know what? I'm gonna pop Cerebros in a little chair there. You can just look. So yeah, next video is gonna be combination for Omega Prime. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. And I'll be back with the next part. This has been Sergeant John. Peace out.